And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Anthony Davis.
And sometimes you have to adjust your game as Father Time starts to take a toll. I think we've seen that. He's still a valuable contributor. And look, what he may be doing less in terms of raw scoring output, his veteran presence certainly offsets.
And now Washington's starting group. We've got Davis. Johnson is out there with Young. And it's Fox. And it's Czar in at the center. And for Brooklyn, we've got Green. He's out there with MP. And it's Williams at the 4. This marks the first game of the NBA Cup knockout round for these two teams. The Eastern Conference wild card on the road against a group winner.
And we've seen the excitement this tournament generates when it gets to this stage. It's a playoff atmosphere. Everyone in the building knows there's a lot on the line.
And to the sideline now for a report on MP's career milestone.
Thanks, guys. After passing Curry and becoming the all-time threes leader, he expressed relief. He said it was great to experience. Steph reached out, had some kind words for me, and I'm glad to focus on basketball again. He's earned it, guys.
Great stuff. Thank you. And here we are in the quarterfinals. MP's very pleased to be here. But he knows the job is not done yet.
Oh, yeah. And MP wants it all. From the start of this competition, he told us he is all in on winning this thing, and he's 3 wins away from reaching that goal.
And the shot goes in.
Well, the defense is going to try to shut down certain things, but it's impossible to deny everything. That's a skilled play right there.
Now, here's MP. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket.
It's critical you find a way to run MP off the line out there. He has that as a big part of his game.
Young with the ball. Covered by MP. Here's Song. Good on the triple.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth, it is really competitive out there.
And the big fella, Alex Song, showing promise. Great, especially at the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, I mean, great mobility for a 7-footer. That's invaluable for a big man in today's game. And has the makings of a modern offensive game as well.
And here is Fox. Following the three-pointer by MP.
And when you start out shooting 80% or better as a team, you start to feel yourself a little bit, and that feeling is good.
For the 3, another 3 for Brooklyn.
Wow, you love that. You come right out and hit 5 straight. It doesn't get any better than that.
On its way from Young for 2. Outside, Fox. Johnson against Green. Just 5 to shoot. But 3. Rebounded by the Nets. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
It was a total team effort, and let's give credit to the front office. This is exactly what they had in mind when they put this roster together.
Johnson gets the bucket.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
A 3 from MP. Another 3 for Brooklyn.
Out of their last 5 mates, how about all 5 from long range?
And Brian Keith wants a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
And they cruise to a victory in their last game, getting that opposing starting lineup out of the game early with foul trouble.
Well, when you get a team starters in foul trouble, you make it difficult for them to establish any type of rhythm.
Torres checked in for Brooklyn. The Wizards also changing it up. George comes in for Davis, and it's Riley in for Johnson. Song, the pass to Young. He takes it in, lays it up, and makes it in. Young's got his second bucket.
Well, not only is he a great shooter from deep, he's also really good at slicing his way inside. That's just a great drop.
And here's MP for 3. Another 3 for Brooklyn.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Outside, George. Here is Riley. 9 points last game out. A pass to Fox. Shoots over Torrey. Fox, no good. Nets leading by 9. Launches a 3. It doesn't go for him. And it's Fox with the ball for the Washington Wizards. Now Czar shoots over Torrey. And Czar gets it to go on the assist by Fox.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, you came to the right place.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
And the foul called on MP.
Semakin berat.
Teams deciding to change it up. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Wizards trail by 16. MP out there with Torrey. And it's Green, then it's Simmons. And it's Wilkes in power forward. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Here's Hoffman. That's in coming off an assist from Johnson.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Bucks looked really strong. He ended up with 59 points, and he made the defense look helpless as he piled on the points. And he was huge for them in that one. Talking to his coaches pregame, they hope he can repeat that performance with another one here tonight. Back to you.
Nice work there, Allie. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Well, he really lit it up. Maybe we'll see a repeat performance tonight.
Outside, George. Johnson up top. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And here's MP for 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Well, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Pass to Davis. Now here's Johnson. Pocket 6. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Johnson's got 8 points.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitive.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
And that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
Riley can't hit. Nets leading by 21. A 3 from MP. And again for 3.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot as much as possible. And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. As now we'll give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. MP really making a difference here.
They're going to have to regroup here and figure out a way to stop him because he is dominating them.
Joseph is checked in for the Nets. Williams comes in for Torrey. And then for Washington, McGowan's checked in. And it's Fox in for Johnson. Brooklyn on defense. They lead by 24, their biggest margin. And here's Young from the arc. Green with the rebound.
I'm shocked that it didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
A three from MP. And again, it's Brooklyn with the three.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
To the middle, here's Young. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Young's got 6 points.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
MP.
Well, he has dictated the tempo this entire quarter, getting basically whatever he wants offensively.
Again, Young missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that position. What an incredible game so far for Embiid. He's showing no signs of slowing down.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. After McGowan fires the three. Rebound by Williams. MP looking around. Connects again.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, G.A. Reed.
Oh, man!
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. And so it's MP making things happen for the Nets. An historic feat during the quarter, launching and making a phenomenal number of three-pointers like never seen before. Only in the NBA. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Thanks for joining us. And first off, let's take a look at the players of the week. In the East, MP.
MP obviously deserves this. Impacts the game in so many ways. You can't overstate his importance to the team, Shaq.
That's right, MP. Put him on your back and roll, baby, roll.
And time to talk now about that first half. What a dominant display for the Nets.
They've been in fuego from downtown, finding space and letting it go, showing no signs of letting up, guys.
As a three-point shooter yourself, Chet, this has to bring you back.
Oh my gosh, those were the good old days.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
After a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
When you think about clutch players, Greg, you think scoring. But is that accurate, or can clutch be in any facet of the game?
It's in all phases. And you think of guys who always seem to come up with that crucial rebound or that big-time stop. Being clutch comes down to will as much as skill.
So on the floor for Washington, they've got Trae Young, Czar out there with Davis, then it's Johnson, and it's Fox in at the free throw. There's Williams, and it's Williams finishing it off.
Solid job of moving the ball by Green, setting up a teammate.
And so Young will bring it up for the Wizards. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Sarr's shot is off.
Defense did just enough to force that miss. I really expected him to get two there.
And here's MP for three. Drills it from outside. MP's got 57 points.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Johnson. The shot from the low post is good. Johnson's got 10 points in the game.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey guys, there's a lot to consider with NBA expansion, and Commissioner Silver said, quote, "What does that mean for talent? I feel great about where the talent is right now in the league, but those players have to come from somewhere. How does it work geographically? What will it mean for growing the game?" These are all good questions. Back over to you.
Okay, Allie, as always, we appreciate the update. MP and all in that time before dropping in. MP's got 59 points. And stolen by MP. Three-pointer. Again, what an avalanche! That's 62 points. 62!
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Kicks it out to Johnson. The Wizards with another miss. Brooklyn's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Lets the three fly. Good! Another from 3.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. Outside, Fox. Back to Young. Pass to Davis. To end the run. And Young with the basket on the assist by Davis. 8 points for him.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And here's MP for 3. And the Nets, another 3.
And he has led the attack for them the entire game, and now he's trying to get them to the finish line.
Outside, Davis. Johnson with it. Now Green defending. And Fox gets it to go.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
MP, no good. Wizards have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8.
Well, he's not the reason they're down right now. He has played smart, efficient basketball.
The Nets have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. From deep. And another one. 71 points and no end in sight.
Young fella is in the zone. The defense right now looks helpless.
Young against MP. That one good for 2. Young's got 4 points this quarter.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
A 3 from MP. And again, it's Brooklyn with a 3.
His efficiency throughout this game has really been something, and his team has been able to succeed in large part because of it.
Young with no one around. Buries the long-range jumper. Young's got 13.
His first 3 of the game. Maybe that gets him going from out there.
The 3 from MP. Hits it from three-point range.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Young taking his time here. Lays it up off the glass. Young's got 9 points here in the second half.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart. And let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. It's the Nets just dominating this one. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Well, he made the right play. It didn't have to be a highlight.
Signing a contract. In other words, Tim, they don't have an agent. Why do you think that is?
Well, I think most players, Kevin, understand that the numbers are pretty set, particularly for the superstar. If you know you're going to get a supermax, why not keep more of what you make? Why pay an agent?
That's a good point. They've got Simmons and B out there with Traore. Then there's Kevin Porter, and it's Bass in at the 4 slot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Here's Traore, screen by Simmons. Lee Bass was put in just the right spot.
Yeah, I love that. He comes off the pick and takes it right to the hole.
The Wizards have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. Down low. And Young with the basket on the assist by Davis. Davis has got 3 assists tonight.
If Young gets in the zone like this, you are in for a long night defensively because he's going to keep coming at you.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
Here we go. Brooklyn's own Steve.
Yeah, the Nets with possession. They're on a 17-6 run. The 3 from MP. Another bucket. And there's 80 points.
Wow. Just wow. This guy right now on another level.
Young past Desar. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Inside. And Desar throws it down.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. A 3-pointer is right on target. MP's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the 4th period. We'll see how it pans out.
Well, they are hunting deep shots, but they'll take the layup if you give them one.
Young from outside. It's good from long range. Young's got 14 points now in the 2nd half.
Yeah, well, Trae Young saw a 3 made on the other end of the floor, and he came right back with a quick response.
The 3 from MP connects again from distance. Another 3.
I'm not sure I've seen a better 3-point shooting night.
They just keep pouring in. This is a top 5 all-time single game for 3-point shots made.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious for every
Good within 3.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps knocking him down from deep.
Greg, he has just exploded from beyond the arc. That last make tying him for 2nd in most threes in a game. Shots good from Young.
As a leader, you've got to know when your team needs a response. Young gets that, and great 3 to answer. Great.
And again for 3.
And he's outclassed his own previous record. A new number for the 2nd most single-game triples. Just a master cannoneer.
Firing away, making a little history in the process. What an honor to witness this. What good. That's another bucket.
He has been simply unstoppable.
And he's now 3rd all-time for points in a game. 1 for the Agents. Mr. Young takes a 3. Another miss by Young.
Well, he wanted to answer that 3 with one of his own. Unfortunately, he couldn't knock it down.
MP, no good. Young with the ball. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. And they move on to the NBA Cup semifinal. These guys are fighting on all cylinders.
And really doing their best represent the Eastern Conference. This is a proud organization, and they have played great pride.
Now let's go to Jennifer Keane-Thompson.
The three-pointer changed the game forever, and now no one has made as many in a career as you, MT. How do you think you'll look back on this record when your career is over?
Woo! Oh, man. I know I ran a million miles getting those threes, which means my high school coach was right. Basketball starts with your legs.
Shout out to Coach.
Hell, big shout outs. You don't get to where I'm at by yourself. Even if I had to believe in myself, nobody did. So, props to the people who did believe in me. Like you. I can see it in your eyes, you believe in me. My parents, Dion, my agent, and obviously my teammates. I mean, those guys live right here. I get a lot of attention, but you can't play 1-on-5. I mean, I probably could. I am the GOAT now. But I don't know if I'd be setting the records I am now. Anyway, I could go on and on. My accolades are long. What I'm trying to say, I guess congrats to me.
Always a great interview, MP. Thanks for your time.
Greatest of all time. I'm out.
Congratulations. Kevin, back to you.
As always, we appreciate it, Jen. Thanks. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks, and so long, everyone.
It is great to see youth and delivery, so we want to smile. Like when you make eye contact with a fan? Slightly, yeah. There he is.
in any site behavior are subject to rejection and possible arrest. Please report any violation of these rules and any obstruction of security or written statement. Thank you, and enjoy the game. We can't wait to see what the next home game gets for this, because all of you will be getting your very own Nets backpack.
You can feel the anticipation in the air. We are in Las Vegas. Hi, everyone. Time for more NBA Cup action. The Eastern Conference semifinals are almost underway, and we can't wait. This is Brian Anderson, Coach Dan Van Gundy, and the Hall of Famer Grant Hill here with me at the table, and Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline. All right, let's take a look at some numbers for Jalen Johnson.
And a stat to focus on is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been working on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot better on D.
Let's take a look at our starters for Atlanta. Alexander Walker and Risa Shea fill out the perimeter. Domantas Sabonis out there with Johnson. And it's Sasser in at the point. And for Brooklyn, Green out there with MP. And it's Williams. And it's Joseph in at the 5. And the combination of NBA basketball with the single elimination format, you know the anticipation here is sky high.
Oh, the Eastern semifinals of the NBA Cup knockout round. It's win or go home. So these two teams have come to play.
Now here's MP, and that's going to be a turnover. They call him for the 8 seconds. I gotta say, guys, watching MP's success so far in his NBA Cup quest this season has been nothing short of remarkable. He's done exactly what he set out to do. Win the games, lead his team, execute both offensively and defensively. It's been quite impressive.
Yeah, I mean, when you make it this far, it is not by accident. Calculated adjustments both for MP and the team. In general, attacking defenses, strategizing how to mix up their defensive looks, and optimize matchups. I love the spectacle around MP. He's good entertainment, and I think great for the NBA as a whole. It's definitely a star-fueled league.
Pass to Sabonis. Williams against Johnson. On the wing, Risa Shea. Picked by Sabonis. 6 to shoot. Back to Risa Shea. Takes the 3. Atlanta again missing. Brooklyn has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. From deep, MP. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
They set the pick. Outside Risa Shea to halt the run. And fall. Nice feed from Sabonis.
How about the comeback 3 from Risa Shea? Man, this guy has the chance to be special.
And Grant, the son of Hall of Famer Arvydas Sabonis. How much do you think Domas modeled his game after his dad?
Well, B.A., I've played against his dad. Arvydas was 5 inches taller, but the elite skill set shared in common. No doubt, Domas took a lot of pointers from his father.
Sasser gets the bucket.
Hey, I like the unselfishness. If someone has a better opportunity, make the next pass.
And here's MP from outside. The rebound by Atlanta.
After 5 shots, that's their first miss. I definitely call that a good start.
Leaps for it. It's stolen by MP. Beyond the arc. He buries it from 3. MP's got 15 points.
And they've got the D reeling. A full 3-point attack right off the tip.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Wizards put on a show. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and as always, a lot of those points came in bunches of 3. Putting in a performance like that one really builds momentum in your direction. We'll see how far he rides that wave tonight, guys.
Thanks as always, Allie. Great report. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. see if he can't replicate that performance.
Well, Domantas Sabonis already top 10 all-time in triple-doubles.
Yeah, he's a prolific scorer, rebounder, and playmaker. And B.A., he continues to add layers to his game, and he's still in the thick of his prime.
Sabonis, rebounded by Joseph. Joseph has got 4 rebounds now, and that one's good. Green.
And early on, they've been on a tear, just getting whatever they want offensively.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Now here's Risacher, a real weapon on offense, averaging around 24.5 a game. Daniels misses.
Well, you like the competitive mindset there, trying to answer right back. It just didn't fall.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. MP's got 21 points in the game.
That's a smart shot. I love seeing MP take the 3 in that situation.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Checked in for Domantas Sabonis, and it's Zach LaVine in for Risacher. Here's Okongwu. Looking at his numbers, currently he's averaging around 9 points a game. Back to Kuminga. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Noel from outside hits the trifecta.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Brooklyn leading by 14. From deep, MP. His second miss of the game. He's 7 for 9. And LaVine has got the ball here for the Atlanta Hawks. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Nets. That one was in Brooklyn.
It was a narrow loss the last time they faced each other. A game they felt they should have won.
Yeah, that was a close one. In the end, they came away with the loss, and a big reason why was because their starters just kept shooting.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
So it's Brooklyn in control with a 16-point advantage heading into the break. Tough to run with them. They get the ball up the court so fast. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. We're just 3 quarters away from finding out who will advance to the NBA Cup Championship game. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Nets?
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved.
Atlanta also making some changes. Domantas Sabonis, he's checked in for Okongwu. Risacher comes in for Kuminga, and Sasser subbed in for Kispert. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. From deep, MP gets it to go. He's now 9 for 11 on the night.
Yeah, this defense looks absolutely helpless trying to stop MP right now. He's having his way out there.
Sasser outside. Pass to Sabonis. Swing shot on the way. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. Sasser's got his second basket of the night.
And they're in a better flow this quarter offensively, and their shooting percentage is steadily rising as a result.
And here's MP from outside. And again, Brooklyn with the triple. Grant, you are a Hall of Fame small forward, so you know a bit about the position. What's key in excelling at the three?
Well, BA, you have to be able to space the floor. We almost never see a 3 or even 4 can't make threes. And on the other end, lots of times you're matched up with quick guards.
Fires in the triple. MP's got 9 points now in the quarter.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Here's Johnson. And it's Wilkes with a rebound.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Launches it. And again, it's MP with a 3. MP's got 35.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
They get it again. Johnson for 3. Here's Sasser. And that's off the glass and in. Sasser's got 6.
It was a rough start for them scoring the ball, but they look like now they're really finding their rhythm and flow.
Here's MP. A rare miss for him. Hawks trail by 21. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Johnson. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
It's so easy to get frustrated when you make mistakes, but you have to keep battling.
Yeah, it's definitely a momentum shifter, but it's time to refocus, make smart decisions, and start fighting their way back.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Kuminga comes in for Johnson, and it's Alexander Walker in for Daniels. Here's Alexander Walker. Sends it home from three-point land. Alexander Walker's got his first 3 points of the game. And here's MP from outside. MP getting it done for Brooklyn. He added to his astounding total of 3-pointers in this quarter. He may never have another night like this. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule. And swerving off topic for a moment, since this is the halftime show, I was just wondering, what was halftime like in the locker room back when you guys were playing?
I would never be checking my stats and figure out if I'm close to a double-double or not. That's something I would never do.
Yeah, he was trying to figure out if he's close to the double-double. He didn't know if it was rebound and points already or a cheeseburger.
I'm talking about the cheeseburger. What are you talking about, Kenny?
And going back now to that first half, you could say things are going extremely well for the Nets.
If we had the NBA Cup when I played, I'd fill it with Soda Shack and hold the record for the longest chug.
Oh, what a shameless plug. But I'm going to tell you, that stuff is so good, Ernie. It's so good.
Almost drowned.
Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
And we welcome you back as we get set to bring you second half action from the NBA Cup. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Hawks trail by 18. On the court for the Hawks. Rizachet at the 3, Johnson at the 4. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Marcus Sasser. And it's Sabonis in its center. Soft touch off the glass. Sabonis has got his second basket on the night.
Time and time again, creating good looks from close range.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. Domantas Sabonis is fervent. He said, quote, "There's no calm time with me. There's a lot to work on to help my teammates and win games. That desperation to stay here in the NBA because I love it and try to get better, I'm always thinking about it, and I don't think that's going to change." Back over to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Johnson for three. Knocks it down from distance. Johnson's got 5.
That's an assertive play by Johnson. He was really looking to answer that last one.
And here's MP from outside. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And Sabonis slams it in.
Nice little flush there from Sabonis to cap off the possession.
Nets leading by 17. MP looking around. The 3 is up. Knocks down the long J. MP's got 44.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Good ball movement here by Atlanta. They set the screen. Pass to Alexander Walker. Offensive rebound. Sasser, right side. Outside Rizachet. There's the screen by Johnson. 5 on the clock. Rizachet, no good.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Here's MP. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. MP's got 46.
That's a perfect 4 for 4 to open up the second half. Couldn't have asked for a better start after the break.
Here's Sabonis. Brooklyn pulls it in.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
And here's MP from outside. It's rebounded by Sabonis. The Hawks have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Pass to Alexander Walker. Now Sabonis. And here's Johnson. The shot, no good. MP outside. Lets the 3 fly. He drops it from range. MP's got 49 in the game.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
They get it back. And that one drops.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
And Jordi Fernandez wants a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy.
Hell nah, fuck me, like fuck yeah, playing bubble, I'm tired of doing the good. I'm in my shit. Bricks, backdoor bricks when I get that shit. Take 6. Real nigga ready to quiet storm, something one. Be 103. Yeah.
Big group substitution here for Atlanta. Okongwu's checked in for Sabonis. Noel comes in for Johnson. Dominga, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. And Daniels is subbed in for Sasser. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. And here's MP from outside. One falls.
And here we go again, another spectacular night. Oh, you love the challenge he's taken on. Trying to reach the 5th most 50-point games in a season. Just incredible. Sinks the tray.
Let go.
Both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league.
Back
Teams
to the
shooting
punch.
a steady diet from outside.
That's assist.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
10 points.
Daniels against MP.
10 points, 9 points.
40 seconds left in the third. Here's
Pick
Kuminga.
up my man.
Williams grabs the board.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
Here's MP. Bounces high off the rim and drops. MP's got 57 points.
And when lots of guys are overlooking the mid-range, it's nice to see MP feature it in his game.
And there's a defensive 3-second call. Atlanta shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game. And he shows the focus there. Nails the tee.
Well, what I like most about Okongwu is his switchability defensively. He has the size to battle down low and the quickness to guard on the perimeter.
On the wing, Daniels. Let's go with a 3. Can't get it to drop. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a commanding lead to end the quarter. 27 points, looking good. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. Back to the game after this break. Quinn Snyder with some words for his players.
One of the biggest things is not to react to anything. Okay, get to the next play and get the defensive boards, all right?
Asking his guys to just keep it moving. Quinn Snyder doesn't want his guys to get caught up in their own heads.
Well, there's no value in dwelling on each mistake. Learn what you can, then forget about it. Move on.
Welcome back. One of these teams just a quarter away from punching their ticket to the NBA Cup Championship game. They've got Kevin Porter. He's out there with Trae, and it's Powell in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. And found it back in 2020. The National Basketball Social Justice Coalition still pushing for voting rights and eliminating bias in the justice system. A lot yet to be done, bro.
Yes, indeed, BA. And give them a follow. I mean, it's so much important work, and it takes all of us to really create the change we all hope to see.
On the wing corner, covered by Daniels. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. The Hawks making a switch here. Reese Shea checked in. And Atlanta shooting at about 44% so far. We played just over a minute here in the fourth. No good on the triple.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many enough.
And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Nets.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And we also got to talk about the number of points they've scored in transition. Just jumping all over the opposition in this regard.
First free throw is good. It's both from the stripe. One thing you hear coaches like Steve Kerr say, let's not gift foul calls that you'd never tolerate in a pickup game. You agree?
I absolutely agree, BA. And I think Steve Kerr has gotten that across to the league in the way he guys initiate now. I think that's good. Let's call fouls when a guy's trying to score, trying to get the offensive play, and we actually foul. Let's not reward guys when their only objective is to try to get fouled, jumping into people.
Here's Porter. And he gets the bucket.
Nice job by Porter Jr. attacking the interior, going after a close-range shot.
Outside Rizier. Out to the wing. Powell against Kuminga. Outside Rizier. Over Traore. Rizier, no good.
Wow, his shooting woes continue, and it's weighing down this offense.
Here's Traore. Setting up with a fake, but it's offline.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without a foul. Okay, wow. A combo. Unreal.
And he lobs it up, and then Porter with the dunk.
Everyone loves the alley-oop play, B.A.
Yeah, one of the prettiest in basketball. To the middle. And Kuminga throws it down.
Oh, it's so easy for Kuminga to rise up to the rim.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. From 12 feet. Off the left rim and out. And it's Daniels with the ball for the Hawks. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. Pass to Kuminga. Cogman with a screen on Powell. And here's Kuminga for three. Controls the rebound and the putback.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Nets.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And this will go down as win number 25 for them this year. And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Embiid.
We saw him get a lot of touches tonight, and he wasted very few of them. Really made himself the backbone of their offense.
Rizier, no good. They are blowing this one open.
Maybe the only question is how big will this lead grow?
Here's Traore. Outside quarter. He shoots. Kongu with the rebound. And it's Atlanta's ball. And here's Daniels. So we see the Nets taking the W here. And they advance to the championship round. Just one win away from hoisting the NBA Cup.
And you know, it should be an intense matchup. There's a lot on the line between the cup, prize money, and the chance to hang a banner.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Ali LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast. We'll see you later.
Alabama, that Das hat auf einen, Jack.